Hi everybody, it's Jenica here, and I'm going to tell you a few tips that you can use when you are a buyer in a seller's market. Tip number one, you want to make sure to partner with a really great lender and real estate agent. It's really important that you have somebody really good on your side when you're out there making offers. The recent offer that we just got accepted, the agent said, because of the way that the lender has communicated and you have communicated, I'm just really looking forward to working with you guys. And so I think that had a part to play in why their offer was accepted. Tip number two, you want to make sure to have a loan pre-approval versus a loan pre-qualification. So the difference is that a loan pre-qualification is usually when the lender checks your credit, they run a loan application on you based on information you tell them about your finances and whatnot. However, they don't always look at your documentation. So the loan pre-approval is where they've actually looked at your W-2s, your pay stubs, your tax returns to confirm that you can actually afford to buy the house that you say you can. And so listing agents, when they're looking at offers, really look for the difference. Does the letter say loan pre-approval or loan qualification? And really want to make sure that you've been pre-approved versus being just pre-qualified. Also, you want to make sure, if you can, to lower your contingency period. So in a contract, there is an inspection contingency, an appraisal contingency, and a loan contingency. And those are all 17 days typically. And if you can, and if you partner with your lender, you want to see if you can knock those down, especially with the inspection contingency, to about 10 days. Something else to consider is upping your earnest money deposit. So that's your good faith deposit that you put down right when you get your offer accepted. And so you want to see if you are comfortable upping that deposit. It does make your offer look stronger in the eyes of the seller. And when you're competing against maybe 5 or 10 offers, you really want to do whatever you can to make it stand out. Next, don't ask for anything from the seller. Don't ask for appliances, don't ask for a home warranty. You can ask for whatever you want as a buyer, but if you want an accepted offer, we would advise that you pay for those things on your own. Maybe you negotiate buying them outside of escrow from them. You really want to ask for as little as possible in the contract to make your offer look more attractive to the seller. You also want to consider the closing time period. Does the seller need to stay longer? Are you able to do a short close of escrow? Maybe the seller needs what's called a rent back, where they rent back the property for you for some time so that they can make their next move. So you want to make sure that your agent finds out all that information so that you can put your offer together the best way that's going to appeal to the seller. You could also consider paying for the seller closing costs. So not necessarily the commissions. It's standard that the seller typically pays for the commissions for both the listing agent and the buyer's agent, and yet you could offer to pay for like the owner's title policy, the escrow fee, transfer tax, things like that, just to help the seller's bottom line. And so because California has really discouraged us agents using love letters, we call them, where we would tell the sellers about you and your great family and maybe your interests that might be similar to the sellers, we're not supposed to use those anymore. So it really comes down to the bottom line for the seller. When we are doing our offers, we even go as far as to package the offer with your pre-approval letter, proof of funds, your offer documents in one PDF, because we know that when listing agents get busy and they have 10 offers on a property, they don't want to have to open 5 attachments in their email from me to see all the details of the offer. We also do an offer summary in the email to the agent, so we try to make it as clear and as clean as possible so that we can make a good impression on that listing agent. Because although the listing agent can't tell the seller which offer to pick, they do have a big hand in suggesting. I know our sellers often ask, well, what would you do? You're my agent. What do you think I should do? So it's really our job as a buyer's agent when we're helping you buy a home to really sell you and sell ourselves to that listing agent and seller. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Please remember to like and subscribe, and can't wait to see you next time. Bye.